What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about 5 squeeze stocks that you need to add to your watch list. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So first stock is this, ticker's SCLX. So right now it is sitting at 65 cents, did go up 2.54% on Tuesday, so I'm filming this on Tuesday. Over the last 1 year, it is down 40.81, and in 2024, it is down 68.06. There's some other data points right here that you should kind of take note of, but generally this is what they do. So pharmaceutical company, 113 employees based out of the US. But we are here because of this. So I'm going based on short score. So the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. And just so you're aware, that is comprised of several things that people care about. So one of which is utilization, cost to borrow, and just the overall short interest. So these stocks might not be the most heavily shorted stock because this only does have 15.86% of the free float being shorted. But with the combination of everything put together, this is where you do get a high likelihood of a squeeze. So again, feel free to pause this. There's a lot of good information here, but generally shorts have been returning quite a lot over the last little bit. But needless to say, doesn't really take away from it having a potential squeeze. And as of right now, though, it does show around 350,000 shares is available to be shorted. So somewhat limited supply. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Moving on to stock number 4, you do have IGMS. So IGM Biosciences did go up 3.47% on Tuesday. Over the last 1 year, up 59.53, and in 2024 it is up 14.8. The stock has definitely taken a little bit of a nosedive ever since the end of October, so it went from roughly 17 to where it is now. But this is what they do. So biotech, 198 employees, founded in 93, based out of Mountain View. But 96.61% is that short score, so very high stuff. 28.79% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 3.37 million shares. Cost to borrow average is 31.58, and then utilization is 81.07. Through IBKR does indicate around 60,000 shares is available. So once again, similar to last stock, somewhat limited supply. So something to take note of. Moving on to stock number 3, you do have ticker RVPH. So these are largely stocks that are kind of small cap in nature, but this is generally what the market likes to squeeze for the most part. For those of you that kind of been following squeeze stocks and stuff, but over the last 1 year it is down 70.07, and in 2024 it is down 75.53%. This is what they do. So another pharmaceutical company, 15 employees, founded in 2018, based out of the US. But 97.8 is that short score. So very, very high stuff. Cost to borrow average is through the roof. So 293.85. Just so you're aware, that is an annual rate. It is not a daily rate. But generally, shorts have definitely doubled down with this company. So it went from roughly 16.39% to where it is now at 27.84. So definitely shorts have started to double down. Does indicate around 2.3 million shares is available to be shorted. So there's quite a lot of available shares. So this is kind of a positive thing if that does make sense, because if shorts really did feel that it was overdone, they could easily double down. So something to keep in mind. Moving on to stock number 2, Beyond Meat, ticker's BYND. So back in the day, this used to be one of the hot squeeze stocks out there. It did actually have some kind of its time in the sun. As you can kind of see, it's had its fair share of runs, but generally as of late it seems to be flatlining for the most part. But over the last 1 year, down 26.84%, and in 2024 it is down 45.17. In my opinion, I think just given the market optimism out there right now, this is where big money will be looking for value plays such as this, especially based on a lot of the key metrics and stuff like that. But as of right now, this is what they do in case you don't know what Beyond Meat does. So packaged foods and meats, 686 employees based out of the US, but 98.86 is that short score. And so 43.78% of the free float is being shorted, and cost to borrow average is 191.63. So this one is very much up there, and it does work out to be $133.58 million worth of shorts out there. So kind of interesting stuff. Based on this, it does indicate around 100,000 shares is available to be shorted. So in comparison, that's kind of a drop in the bucket. So once again, you might have some buying that is coming from large entities. So a lot of big money likes to buy stocks such as this just for the purposes of lending out shares. But regardless, by them buying, it kind of boost the share price up a little bit. So something to keep in mind as well. So this is stock number 2. And then moving on to stock number 1, ticker's FTEL. Did go up 2.29% on Tuesday over the last 1 year, up a very impressive 1,103%. In 2024, it is up roughly 2,000%. So don't see this happening all too often. Market cap though still is 631 million. This is what they do. So other specialty retail, 12 employees, founded in 2005, based out of Australia. So this is kind of what they fully do. But based on this, 98.61% is that short score. Very high stuff. 24.37% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 1.14 million shares. Cost to borrow average, once again, is an annual rate, not a daily rate, is 175.92%. So very high stuff. And based on IBKR, does indicate around 57 shares, possibly kind of bouncing between 7 and 57. So very, very limited supply. So once again, even though the stock price has gone up like 2,000%, you could see a level of buying as big money likes to just from there lend out shares. So let me know your thoughts on these top 5 stocks. I know they're probably not the most popular stocks, but like I said, by looking at the short score rather than just the short interest, it gives a little bit more of a balanced approach, so a little bit more realistic. So let me know your thoughts on that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing I just wanted to share with you, I did launch a Patreon where I'm giving buy signals on stocks, crypto, options, all massive winners out there, and they've been absolutely killing it. So definitely pop over there to take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.